Well, I understand that you've recently updated one of your applications to take advantage of the Universal Windows platform.
Yep. We needed to do it. Computing's changing in education as much as anywhere else, and we need to stay at the front of the pack in all of the platforms that we run on. And UWP allows us to manage a more portable code base, and it allows us to get to new markets sooner, and UWP is where that's at the moment. In fact, because of this kind of portable code base, we've been able to get our core Windows app converted to an Edge extension, and it's the first education-focused Edge extension in the Microsoft Store.
Awesome.
Can I show you?
I'd love to see it.
Cool. Let's have a look. So our core audience are kids with dyslexia, kids who are learning in their second language. That can be as much as a quarter of the classroom. And these kids really struggle with comprehension, and they really struggle with writing. And we've got about 11 million users. And we can tell from analytics that they spend about 80% of their time in a browser. And they're not always using the same computer, so they can use a computer at school during the day. My own kids, 2 afternoons per week, they spend some time with their grandparents for childcare. They use a different PC there. At the weekend, they'll be at another grandparent's house, and they use a different PC there. We have a few PCs around the house. So it's important for us that we reach kids whatever computer they walk up to. And having this Edge extension in the Microsoft Store allows any kid to get access to it on any computer that they go to. So I just want to jump in and show you this. So this is just a web page from the BBC. I'm not going to show you mixed reality. This is reality for a 12-year-old kid who can't read very well. So there's a story here about a butter swarm. But guess what? The story's not on the page. There are 50 hyperlinks. There are 60 hyperlinks on the page, and the story's not on the page. So this is cognitive load that's for people to consume. So if we press this little purple jigsaw piece, this little puzzle piece, you can see the read and write toolbar. And each one of these buttons on the toolbar provides some kind of literacy assistance. Right now, this page is just too difficult. So I'm going to press the simple button, simplify button. And what we do is get rid of all the complex stuff, get rid of all the images and hyperlinks, and we just display the text to let the kid get an easy start. If there's too much text, the kid can press the minus key and we'll summarize it, get rid of redundant text and make it even easier to consume. But first of all, what we want to do is help the kid understand this stuff so we can read it aloud. So if I click on it, hopefully we get some audio now.
Colorful, shimmering spectacle detected by weather radar over the state of Colorado has been identified as swarms of migrating butterfly. So
dyslexic people can understand things when they hear. They're just not very good at reading. And if I close my eyes and listen to that, I'm using my oral neural pathway. And I consume the information and I form a memory. If I kind of block up my ears and I read using my eyes, I use my visual pathway and I form a different memory. If I do both of those things at the same time, both those pathways are used, both memories are formed, and it increases the chance of recall, and it builds a link between what the word looks like and what the word sounds like. And it really improves comprehension. It actually improves comprehension by about 15% in kids who are struggling with reading. And the purpose of educational content is comprehension. We want kids to learn and understand. So it's an easy thing that we can do to really boost that. But often kids are encountering new words that they don't understand. So say the word radar, if I don't know what that word means, I can press the dictionary button and it'll pop it up. Let me just move that out of the way. And I can listen to that definition.
Noun.
I'm not going to read it out loud. You can listen to any definition that you want. Also, for people who have English as a second language, allowing them to get an image of what that word means is really useful. So you can see we have a little symbol. So if I click on the word detected, or weather, or radar, or migrating, or butterflies, you can see we took a really horrible, I'm sure the BBC guys, are there any BBC web designers in the room? Okay. But dyslexic, struggling 12-year-old, that was a complex page, and we've turned it into a nice, easy page that's very, very easy to consume. And this allows kids to tackle complex content in a manageable way. Really, really helps them to learn. As well as reading, we want to help people to write as well. So how many of you guys use autocomplete in your IDE? How many people have a text message that had your phone complete the word that you're trying to write? most people. So what we're trying to do here is, or what we do is, bring that sort of support into kids' daily computing. So wherever they are, I'm going to show you this in Word here. I can just pop up the little prediction window. And this window, it can follow me around. I'm just going to dock it in one place. And if I type TH, you can see it's predicting. And I can say, this can help me understand or succeed or whatever. So, and if I make a spelling mistake, dyslexic people make slightly weird spelling mistakes. If I type in FON, you can see it's predicted phone. And if I press F1, it'll fix my spelling error. When kids use this, the University of Central Washington did a study on this. When kids use this, they write twice as much as kids who don't. And it can really, you know, a reluctant writer, a kid who's afraid to write about what they want to write about because they'll make spelling mistakes, it can really give them the confidence to use some more advanced vocabulary. Their spelling mistakes disappear because they only ever see correctly spelled text and grammatically appropriate text. And it's a really good, it really boosts their, you know, their engagement in education. So at Texthelp, we're really trying to help, really trying to make a difference and help people to learn and express their knowledge more easily. And working with you guys and getting this stuff into the Microsoft Store is helping us reach more people.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing your story. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.